Hello, hi, and welcome to our sixth consecutive video of CSIR Net Physics. And today we are going to talk about the next part of our condensed matter physics. The part that we were discussing about in last few days were lattice specific heat, and we have already discussed about some techniques to uh, measure the lattice specific heat, and that techniques were like Dulong-Petit's law, the classical theory, and the another one was the Einstein's theory of uh, measuring the lattice specific heat. So we saw that both the laws, both the rules were some drawbacks of having calculated the lattice specific heat. So हमने पिछले कई लेक्चर्स में लेटिस स्पेसिफिक हीट के बारे में जानकारी ले रहे हैं। तो इसमें इस भाग में हम देखा है कि कई टेक्निक्स है लेटिस स्पेसिफिक हीट नापने के लिए, मेज़र करने के लिए। एंड उसी टेक्निक्स में दो था, हमारा क्लासिकल थ्योरी एंड आइंस्टाइंस थ्योरी। लेकिन आइंस्टाइंस थ्योरी एंड जो क्लासिकल थ्योरी था उसमें कई सारे ड्रॉबैक्स थे, कई सारे मतलब उसका फॉल्ट्स थे, जिसके लिए लेटिस स्पेसिफिक हीट जो आ रहे थे वो तो हाई टेम्परेचर के लिए तो हो रहे हैं, लेकिन लो टेम्परेचर में जाके उसका जो एक्सपेरिमेंटल वेरिफिकेशन वाला रिजल्ट है उसके साथ वो मैच नहीं कर रहे हैं। तो इससे उतारने के लिए, इससे बाहर होने के लिए डिबाई ने नया थ्योरी लेकर उभर के आया आया था उस समय। तो उन्होंने क्या बोला हमने अभी वो देखने जाएंगे। उस उनके थ्योरी के साथ जो पहले का दो थ्योरी था उसका क्या डिफरेंसेस है, क्या मतलब इसमें क्या ज़्यादा खास बातें हैं वो हम देखेंगे इसमें। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट डिवाइस थ्योरी। And device theory tells us that each atom is equivalent to a quantum harmonic oscillator. That is quite same with the Einstein's assumption that all the oscillators actually is a kind of quantum harmonic oscillator. They are not classical oscillator. They are showing quantum behavior, vibrating with same frequency and coupled to each other. But there is a difference in case of device theory. In case of Einstein's theory, Einstein actually means clutched the idea of classical theory that all the oscillators are oscillating independently. No one is depending on the other for their frequency, for their vibration. There is a single mode of vibration as per the laws of Dulong-Petit and as per the law of Einstein. So there is a difference between Debye and Einstein and classical theory, that in case of device theory it has been assumed that all the oscillators are coupled to each other. Coupled to each other means the vibration of each atom is depending on the other, how others are means vibrating. So all are vibrating together. That means actually coupling. Coupling means depending on each other. So this is the basic statement of our Debye theory. Let's move on to the next slide. How to calculate the entire lattice specific heat using the device theory. तो इसमें हम देखेंगे कि डिवाइस थ्योरी को यूज़ करके, डिवाइस थ्योरी को इस्तेमाल करके हम कैसे लेटिस स्पेसिफिक हीट जो है उसको निकाल सकते हैं। तो अकॉर्डिंग टू द डिवाइस थ्योरी, d omega, the density of moods for phonon, density of moods. What does density of mood mean actually? Here, since the moods are not same for each and every atom, there is, since there is no single mood in case of as per the assumption of device theory for the vibrating atoms in solid, so that's why there will be means some kind of moods in vibration. So uh, with respect to the frequency, with respect to per unit frequency, how the moods are varying, how the moods are changing, that is known as density of mood. And phonon, you know about phonon. Phonon means just in case of solid, in case of condensed matter, the uh, exertion of energy is known as actually the phonon. In case of electromagnetic theory, that is known as photon, the energy that is being exerted by the electromagnetic wave. So here d omega equal to dn d omega. The formula is dn d omega. So if we use this law that dn d omega means dn d omega can be written as dn dk into dk d omega. So what is the physical significance of writing d omega in this way? We'll get it later. So just write it in this way, that dn dk into dk d omega. Number of moods for 1D chain of lattice. For 1D chain of lattice. So number that is actually n equal to L by 2 pi into capital K. N into L by 2 pi into capital K. That is the number of phonon moods for 1D chain of lattice. Number of phonon moods for 2D chain of lattice is actually L by 2 pi into pi k square. So in case of 2D, two-dimensional space, two-dimensional plane, number of moods will be L by 2 pi whole square into pi k square. So what does that mean actually? Why we are writing L by 2 pi? So if we take an L length, then the entire means wave, the wave means total wave, the phase of the wave will be entirely pi, 0, pi by 2 and pi. So how many waves can be actually placed in this L length, that is L by 2 pi, into k means the wave vector. So actually capital N equal to why we are writing it L by 2 pi into k. So L by 2 pi into k means 2 pi by lambda, 2 pi by L. So entirely it's becoming 1. If we cancel out all this thing, it's becoming 1. So number of moods in case of 1D lattice, that becomes 1. So in this way we can write n equal to L by 2 pi into k. This is nothing but the number of wave in L length. In case of two-dimensional lattice, when two-dimensional lattice means when there is means an area is involved with the wave, then it becomes L by 2 pi whole square into pi k square. So pi k square means when the wave is looking like a sphere, then what will be the number of phonon in case of 2D lattice? So that is L by 2 pi into 2 pi whole square into pi k square. Why pi k square? Because in 2D the wave is looking like it's seeming to be a circle. That's why the area becomes pi k square. Number of phonon in 3D, n equal to L by 2 pi whole cube, 4 by 3 pi k cube. Because in case of 3D lattice, the wave is looking like means it's seeming to be appeared as sphere. So that's why 4 by 3 pi k cube, the volume of the wave is 4 by 3 pi k cube. So that's why it is being multiplied with L by 2 pi whole cube. And L by 2 pi whole cube is nothing but the number of wave that can be taken that can be placed in unit volume. That's the thing. Now debye frequency in 1D lattice. So that is n equal to L by 2 pi into kd. We know from this law, and kd can be written as omega d by nu. So if we take it the value of omega d, then it becomes the formula becomes like this. And debye frequency in 2D lattice in the same pace, we can write it in this form, omega d equal to 2 nu into n pi by capital L whole power half. So यहाँ पे हम देखा है कि कैसे हम डेंसिटी ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ फोनोन निकाल सकते हैं. n इक्वल टू एल बाई 2 पाई इंटू के फॉर 1D लैटिस. 1D लैटिस के लिए जो नंबर ऑफ मूड्स है फोनोन मूड्स वो है एल बाई 2 पाई इंटू के. वो एक्चुअली एल बाई 2 पाई की मतलब है एल लेंथ में कितना वेब रह सकते हैं मीन्स वाइब्रेशन के लिए, इंटू के मीन्स द वेब वेक्टर. सो व्हेन जब हम एक्चुअली एल बाई 2 पाई इंटू के को एक्सपांड करके देखेंगे तो एन 1 बनेगा 1D लैटिस के लिए. नंबर ऑफ फोनोन इज़ 1 1D लैटिस के लिए. 2D लैटिस में एल बाई 2 पाई होल स्क्वायर इंटू पाई के स्क्वायर. पाई के स्क्वायर क्यों मल्टीप्लाई किया जा रहा है? क्योंकि हर एक वेब जो हम 2D लैटिस में देखेंगे, 2D में उसको मतलब सर्कल की जैसे दिखाई देगा। तो उसके लिए उसका जो एरिया होंगे वेब की, वो होंगे पाई के स्क्वायर। एंड 3D में 4/3 पाई के क्यूब। क्यों? क्योंकि 4/3 पाई के क्यूब है स्फीयर की वॉल्यूम। सो वेब को एक्चुअली 3D में स्फीयर जैसे दिखाई देगा। तो उसलिए हम एक्चुअली 4/3 पाई इंटू के क्यूब मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ फोनॉन मूड निकालने के लिए। तो इसको यूज़ करके, इसी इन्फॉर्मेशन को यूज़ करके एक्चुअली हम यहाँ से जो डिबाई फ्रीक्वेंसी है 1D 2D एंड 3D लैटिस के लिए वो निकाल सकते हैं। तो हमने देखा है कि कैसे हम यहाँ पे 1D एंड 2D लैटिस के लिए उसका डिबाई फ्रीक्वेंसी निकाल सकते हैं। So now in this page we can in the same page find out the frequency, the Debye frequency for 3D lattice. From the information in case of 3D lattice, the number of phonon is actually capital N equal to L by 2 pi whole cube into 4/3 pi k cube. So instead of k, if we write omega d by nu, then this value comes up. So in this way we can find out the Debye frequency for 3D lattice. So using Debye frequency we can find out Debye temperature theta d. So theta d equal to h cut omega by kb. So using the values of omega d we can find out the Debye temperature of 1D, 2D and 3D lattice. So these forms are very important for the sake of exam purpose. If you can remind these things, then you can solve lots of question. In last few years, based on these formulas many question came. So it will be helpful for you if you write down these formulas from the slide. Next, internal energy of the solid. So internal energy of the solid can be actually measured from this formula, U equal to 0 to integration 0 to omega d d omega n omega into h cut omega d omega. So we have already found out the value of d omega, and using the value of d omegas into this formula we can easily find out the internal energy for 1D, 2D and 3D lattice. After having found out the internal energy, the form of internal energy, using the usual formula for specific heat, that is del U del T, we can find out the lattice lattice specific heat for 3D, 2D and 1D lattice. So here we are seeing that the lattice specific heat is proportional to T by theta d whole cube for 3D lattice, and means our experimental verification also supports this result, because we know from the experimental verification that specific heat of the lattice should be proportional to T cube, the third power of T. So in case of 3D lattice, the experimental verification is being satisfied. So that's why we can tell that the Debye theory is actually valid for all kinds of temperature, irrespective of high temperature and low temperature. So पिछले स्लाइड में हम देखा है कि कैसे हम Debye टेम्परेचर निकाल सकते हैं Debye फ्रीक्वेंसी को यूज़ करके, थीटा डी इक्वल टू एच कट ओमेगा डी बाई के बी। इस फॉर्मूले में अगर हम ओमेगा टी का वैल्यू पुट कर दे तो उससे हमारा 1D, 2D एंड 3D लैटिस का वैल्यू निकाल के आएगा, 3D लैटिस का Debye टेम्परेचर निकाल के आएगा। तो उसी Debye टेम्परेचर जब हम उसको निकाला, तब इसके बाद हमारा दूसरा काम है कि इंटरनल एनर्जी ऑफ सॉलिड निकालना। तो इंटरनल एनर्जी ऑफ सॉलिड निकालने के लिए हम जो Debye डी ओमेगा निकाला था उसको यूज़ करके इंटरनल एनर्जी हम निकाल सकते हैं। तो इसके बाद इंटरनल एनर्जी निकालने के बाद जो सी लैटिस निकालने का फॉर्मूला है, तरीका है कि डिफरेंशिएट करना इंटरनल एनर्जी को टी के रेस्पेक्ट में, टेम्परेचर टी के रेस्पेक्ट में। तो उसको कैलकुलेट करके हमारा जो सी लैटिस निकाल के आते हैं वो होते हैं टी बाई थीटा डी होल क्यूब फॉर 3D लैटिस। तो 3D लैटिस के लिए जो टी बाई थीटा डी होल क्यूब ये जो वैल्यू है वो एक्सपेरिमेंटल वेरिफिकेशन को सेटिस्फाई करते हैं। तो जिसके लिए आइंस्टाइन एंड हमारा क्लासिकल थ्योरी डुलोंग पेटिस का लॉ वेरीफाई नहीं हुए थे, सेटिस्फाई नहीं हुए थे, वो यहाँ पे सेटिस्फाई हो रहे हैं। तो इसके लिए हम कह सकता हूँ कि Debye थ्योरी दोनों टेम्परेचर के लिए, हाई या लो, दोनों टेम्परेचर के लिए वैलिड है। सो ये हमारा एक इम्पॉर्टेंट इम्प्लीकेशन है डी बाई थ्योरी की। इसके बाद जो सम मतलब सम फार्मूलाज फ्रॉम द थ्योरी, क्या क्या फार्मूला निकाल के आते हैं इस थ्योरी से। डी ओमेगा इक्वल टू के पावर डी बाई एस माइनस वन। So this is one important formula that can derive from our device theory, that d omega is proportional to k power, k means the wave vector, power d by s minus 1, where d defines the dimension 1, 2 or 3, and s defines the value for a massless particle and massive particle. For massless particle s becomes 1, and for massive particle it becomes 2. So using that we can find out the value of d by temperature. Okay, so 1 minute, just a minute. Okay, okay, so up to this means we are confining this lecture, and in the next lectures, upcoming lectures, we'll go to the advanced part of condensed matter physics. These were some basic parts of condensed matter physics, so you know about means these things in your MSc days. So thank you all for watching my video, and keep watching my videos, keep supporting me, and if anything to be modified, then just drop your valuable comment in the comment section, and like, share the video, so that others also can means get benefited from my videos. I will means be trying to make more videos on CSI and net physics topic. So thank you all for watching the video again. Thank you.